Well, hello there and welcome in. I'm Mary Sue and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to start off with the daily reading and then we'll do our final the 30-day challenge activity. It's hard to believe we've been here 30 days in a row. So thank you so much for those of you that have joined me on that journey. All right, let's jump into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for today. Focus and the visionary. Now, that is so interesting because we have just gone into Pisces season, and Pisces is the energy of dreaming, right? But part of that Pisces energy, and we have the North Node in Pisces right now, so it's about being visionary, right? Allowing yourself to dream and dream big of what it is that you want in this lifetime. The impact that you want to make on the world, the way that you can share your gifts, your talents, your loving energy with other people. But there's also the sense of that Virgo energy, because with the Pisces North Node, we have a Virgo South Node. Virgo is all about structure. It's about organization. It's about doing those things on a daily basis that help us to acquire the success, the prosperity, the abundance that we desire. So there's this energy of combining the best of those two traits, because the shadow side of Pisces, right, is that we can dream really big, but we never take action on it. Or we have way too many ideas and we're just kind of like sitting there spinning plates, right? We're not really getting anywhere. It's the energy of, the person that says that they're going to write a book their entire life, but they never actually put the pen to the paper, or maybe they write the first chapter, but they never finish it, right? That is the shadow side of Pisces, of having big dreams, but never really and truly sitting down, buckling down is what they're saying, and focusing on working consistently on bringing your dreams into reality. And then, the Virgo, the shadow side of Virgo is over analyzing, perfectionism, of thinking that something is never good enough to put out into the world. Here is a clear message about allowing yourself to use the loving side, to use the positive energies around both Pisces and Virgo in order to create the life that you are really and truly desiring. What a beautiful energy. And I feel like, part of Pisces, one of the things I love about that Pisces energy is that it is important for us to really take time to just be in nature, to allow ourselves to reconnect to our heart, to what it is that we really and truly desire. Because after Pisces season, we actually have Aries season. Aries is all about taking action, right? And knowing exactly the focus, knowing what you want to take action on and taking action on it, not being extremely determined. The Aries energy in the tarot is the Emperor, right? It's kind of like take charge energy. Now, do we always want to stay in that take charge energy? No, because we will eventually burn out. But it is nice to know that this next month with Pisces energy, it is about allowing yourself to really and truly get reconnected to what it is that you want to do in this world. Right? The experiences that you are wanting, the impact, the change that you want to bring to the planet, allowing yourself to be, look, Ace of Swords, and it popped out. So Ace of Swords is your truth. Stepping into who you truly are. No longer allowing yourself to doubt yourself, right? No longer allowing yourself to conform to what other people may envision for you. There's something here about allowing yourself to know that you will be victorious when you allow yourself to put the time and energy to stay focused, to stay consistent. That message has really been coming out during this 30-day challenge about being consistent to our own wishes, to our own dreams, to our own heart's desires. Okay, so let's, this is beautiful. This is just such an amazing energy here, and especially for our last 30-day challenge reading. It's just a beautiful energy. Okay, so there is something about seeing what it is that your heart truly desires. Allowing yourself to take some time to really contemplate that, to go within, to ask yourself some of those difficult questions, right? About what impact you want to make on the world. What is your why? Why are you here? What is it that you would like? How would you like to be remembered when you're no longer here? What is your legacy that you would like to leave, right? And there is this sense of understanding that maybe in the past, you have been the one. I'll have to admit, I'm one of those people. I have started 4 books and I have written maybe 3 or 4 chapters in each of those books, and then I put them down, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to say, it's okay if you really don't feel it anymore, but are you allowing yourself to fall into some patterns, right? Allowing the fears of, especially the Virgo energy, the fears of perfectionism, the fears of overanalyzing, the fears that what you're putting out into the world will not be received well. Are you allowing those fears to be a pattern that prevents you from taking action? Because we have 2 things here. We have the King of Wands, which is my spiritual teacher card, but the King of Wands is a visionary, okay? We have the card of visionary here. He is a visionary, and gender doesn't matter. It's you stepping into your energy of being a visionary, of knowing that you are going to make a huge impact when you allow yourself to show up for yourself. You know, there's almost this energy. I'm not saying that what you are wanting to do will not impact others. It will. But perhaps in the past, we've confused doing for others as our primary goal, okay? It's kind of like, you know, doing things for other people, especially like family members or friends or whoever, but feeling like that is our identity, to help other people or to help them acquire their success or their happiness. There's a shift in the energy here where it is about serving others, but serving others through our true spiritual gifts and loving energy. Okay, so there's a little bit of difference of, you know, allowing ourselves to kind of create an illusion of thinking that we're doing things for other people. But if we're doing it because we feel as though it's a part of who we're supposed to be, of what other people want us to be, right? To helping them on their path, right? But I'm talking about people that are taking from us and not also giving back. There's a sense of understanding that when we overgive over and over again to certain people or situations in our life, we get burnt out. We lose our passion, right? It's kind of like, oh, when you're doing something and you're feeling as though you're being taken advantage of, right? Then you know, okay, I'm doing this perhaps for the wrong reason, or perhaps this really isn't in alignment with what I am here to do, right? Because there's something here with the Judgment card, stepping into your purpose, understanding that your purpose is to put out your loving light, your spiritual essence to the world, but doing it in a way where you are also inspiring, stepping into the energy of being a leader instead of a doer for what other people want from you. This is you. The King of Wands knows who he is, right? He knows that nobody may be following him at the very beginning. He's playing his drum and nobody may want to hear what he's playing, the tune he's playing. But he knows too that if he keeps playing his tune, if he keeps, being passionate about his vision for the world, right? How he can impact others, how he can help others, how he can serve others. but it's an energy of knowing why he's doing it and having a true focus. If I can totally resonate with almost staying busy, helping other people in their life, but not having a real focus of why I am doing it. It's kind of like asking yourself, why am I doing this? Is this part of the bigger picture for myself, or am I allowing myself to stay busy helping other people, but not really having that energy moving, focusing on a final outcome? Really kind of interesting, because I feel like for a lot of you, you have been extremely busy your whole entire life, right? It's not like you're someone that just, I'm not saying that you don't ever sit and watch TV or something like that, but it's kind of like there's a call here with the Judgment card. There is a call here. Understanding that you may have a pattern here where you feel like by helping other people with their finding their happiness, their joy, because we have joy is fun, right? Finding their happiness, their success, their joy is fun in life, that somehow you have been fulfilling your life purpose. This is like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is, it's not that you have to stop helping other people, but it's understanding too, are you focusing enough on what it is that you are here as you part of your life purpose? In fact, I'm going to pull a couple of life purpose cards here, because there's this energy of understanding it's time to almost like recalibrate, reassess where your time and energy are going. Yeah. You are protected. I feel like you have different options, and that your angels and spirit guides are protecting you at this time as you kind of like look at, think about it. Okay, I am going to say, so when my children were like in school, I was, one of those moms that, would help out a lot in the classroom because I'm a teacher, right? And I know how difficult it is to be a teacher. So I would, really and truly try to help out in my children's classrooms when I could, or providing things for the classroom or whatever that is, right? That was important to me, because it was important because I knew it was helping their teacher, their classroom, and in essence, also my own child, right? But I also recognized that there were times in my life where I over volunteered. I gave so much of myself to other people that I wasn't really focusing on what was really important, right, within my own home or within myself, right? So, but I felt as though there was a lot of good that I was doing with my volunteering. I'm not saying that there wasn't, but it is also recognizing, did all of that volunteering, right? If I had cut back somewhat in the volunteering and also put time and energy into other aspects of my life may have been a little bit more balanced, right? There's something here about understanding where your time and energy are going and allowing yourself to reassess. I'm not saying that some of the things that you are doing, like with me and all of the volunteering that I did, it's kind of like understanding, yes, there was importance in that volunteering. But at the same time, if I had allowed myself to take back some of that time and energy, maybe not all of it, right? But some of it, and focused it on other aspects of my life, I may have had a life that was more balanced, had more fulfillment, more happiness, more joy, and also more vision. There's something here about really and truly taking a look at where your time and energy are going, because there's something here about a transformation. You're transforming your path. That is what it is. And there are things that you have started perhaps in the past, unfinished symphony. Things that you have started in the past that maybe you haven't finished. That book, right? The idea of starting a spiritual business, them perhaps not allowing yourself to really and truly take action. waiting for the perfect time, or waiting to acquire all the things that you really and truly think you need in order to start it. This is the energy of understanding. You have everything that you need. With the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful. She has in her network of people, the people that will help her on her path. She has the stamina, the courage, the determination, okay, to really and truly build the life that she wants to. She's very business savvy. She takes good care of herself, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And she also takes good care of those that she cares about the most. There's something here about allowing yourself to transform the idea of who you are and why you are here. And asking yourself, have you been conditioned to believe that you were supposed to fill certain roles in people's life, instead of allowing yourself to design that yourself, to envision for yourself where it is that you want to put your time and energy? Once again, this isn't an energy of saying, okay, I'm pulling out of all of my relationships and situations in my life. It's asking yourself, can I take back some of my time, energy, and resources in different aspects? Remember at the beginning, I was talking about the plates spinning, right? Are all the plates that you have up in the air right now, and you're working hard to keep them going, are those plates really in alignment with why you are here? That is the decision you are making. Are the plates that you have up in the air, are they all part of your vision, your focus of why you are here? And if not, it's about understanding maybe it's time to allow some of those plates to be put to the side. And some of those plates may require so much time and energy, right, that you have up in the air. Plates that maybe you feel like you can't allow yourself to give up at this time, but also asking yourself, is there a way I can take back some of my time and energy from those plates, right? That could be a relationship, a situation. Is there somebody else that can help that person or that situation? Is there some way you can delegate, okay, some of that? Because sometimes we allow ourselves to use, and I can see this in my own life, use excuses, right? Excuses, feeling like people or situations really and truly need our help, but we're not only enabling that person to rely on us, but we're also allowing ourselves to feel a little bit needed or important to that person, right? Understanding that perhaps that it's time for that person to also enable themselves. I'm not saying you drop the plate, but maybe taking back some of your time and energy and understanding, okay, I'm going to allow myself to start focusing on my vision of what it is that I want to put out into the world. The bigger impact that you are wanting and being called, with the Judgment card, being called to make. Okay, so let's take a look at your advice. Yeah, there's a change in the wind. Understanding that things are changing, right? The energy on the planet is changing. There's so many people that are awakening at this time. Understanding that part of your mission here is to be a spiritual teacher, a guide. Somehow helping, using your gifts that you have acquired on your journey, your healing energy, your insight, your wisdom, sharing that with other people in your own special way. This isn't like everybody gets onto the same path at all. Because the King of Wands is very independent. He has his own way of doing things. This is you deciding, my own way is a great way. I don't have to conform. That kind of came up in a couple of the readings lately here, is that, spirituality and some of the different practices of spirituality and is different for different people. It's kind of like perhaps what's been holding you back is you feel like you don't understand all of spirituality or something. I have to admit, I don't either, right? And there's aspects of spirituality that it's kind of like, wow, okay, that's really interesting, but there's other aspects that I'm more interested in. And I think that that's what you're doing, is you're finding your niche in the world of spirituality and allowing yourself to step into that role, understanding that there will be people on that are awakening or that have awakened, that are wanting the insight and the wisdom that you have to share. It's time to start playing your drum. It's time to decide where you can acquire more time, energy, and resources in order to allow yourself to start sharing your insight and wisdom, your talents, your gifts with other people. And it is the energy with this is the King of Cups, right? And the Hierophant. There is this energy of sharing what you have in a very loving way. And allowing yourself to understand that your emotions around being a Hierophant, okay? So once again, this is the energy. You are a teacher, you are a guide, you are a guru, right? You are the wise one. It is time for you to stand in your power as a teacher. You see that owl is the teacher to the little girl, right? Understanding that what you have to offer is really and truly important to other people. And part of it may be that your emotions, right, your fears are being highlighted at this time. It's understanding that's okay. There's other people. Think about when maybe you first awakened, right? Or you first started learning about some of the spiritual aspects, or you know, learning about crystals or chakras, or, you know, I mean, think about all of the different aspects of spirituality, you know, holistic health and, you know, twin flames and the law of attraction, right? You have your own aspect of it. It's allowing yourself to share that in a loving way. Bringing that almost as if you're coming in with flowers to your future, okay, clients or followers or audience, whoever that is. Yeah, there's something here about dropping the burden. And for some of you, King of Pentacles, this is the energy. It could have something to do with, you know, the aspect of making money, okay, as a spiritual teacher. There is something about dropping the burdens of feeling like, am I just trying to build prosperity off of my spirituality, right? But there's something here about understanding, you know, it's there's so much with this King of Pentacles that's coming in. Some of you, it could have something to do with father energy or spouse energy. It could even be, okay, feeling that if you step onto this spiritual path, that you won't be able to attract in a partner, a romantic partner of some sort, because it's going to put you on this whole other echelon of living. I can totally understand that and relate to that. For others of you, it could go back to childhood, your father or your parents, because we have the Queen of Pentacles here too. Could have, you know, felt like, you know, it's kind of like, well, I'll give you an example, right? I have a college education. My parents have passed, but sometimes I wonder, what would my dad say? I actually went to school initially and earned a business degree, right? And then I went back and got my teaching certification. So it's kind of like, what would he think about this, right? There is something to that. Understanding that maybe, especially if you're closer to my age, that it is a long journey of recognizing that you're leaving a traditional life in for something that is a little bit not more non-traditional, but at the same time more visionary. This is where we're going, right? And also about maybe any guilt or shame around sharing who you are with other people, and also sharing it in a sense of wanting to acquire abundance for yourself. That is one of the hardest things, I think, when you're stepping into a spiritual business. You'll hear a lot of people talk about that, right? But we are not here to be paupers. The universe wants us to have the experiences that we really and truly desire. And in the 3D world, that does take in the form of money, right? There is something about understanding that when you're allowing yourself to share your gifts and talents in the way of serving others, right? And the way of allowing yourself to share your loving light with others, that is how the universe rewards you, right? Is that you have that flow of abundance. You're putting out an abundance of your loving energy, your insight, your wisdom, your spiritual gifts, and allowing the universe to bring back to you abundance in the form of a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and monetary gain. So I feel like there's something here about allowing yourself to step into your truth. No, it's saying out loud, right? Saying out loud, I am a spiritual teacher. I am stepping onto this path. I am making changes. I see that there are other options. I know that the universe will protect me. And the truth of the matter is that the universe will protect you when you step onto this path, because the spirit guides, your angels, the universe, the divine, needs you to step into your purpose of being a spiritual teacher, a guru, how a mystic, a healer. How there's the other thing is that in the spiritual world, right? We have all of these different terminologies of different types of spiritual leaders, right? Allowing yourself to define who you are instead of feeling like you have to be pigeonholed, right? It's kind of like an energy of truly defining who you are and what it is that you want to do in this world, for the world, serving others, but not serving others in the old traditional way, like me just volunteering my life away. And it's just an energy of focusing what's really important to you, right? And why are you doing this? I think there is something about asking yourself, why are you doing this? Because when you get down to it, you're going to say, because I want, in some way, right? It's kind of like I started this channel because I wanted to help others on their path, right? I try to share that in the most loving energy that I can. Yeah, you're stepping into this is no longer allowing yourself to just look. She actually has like plates up in the air there, right? It's like, don't allow yourself to feel like you have to juggle way too many things. This is the energy of pulling back your energy and focusing, funneling it right into what it is that you are wanting to create. You have the World card. King of Pentacles again. You are going to be financially successful. Chariot, seeing progress, fast movement towards, look at this, the Four of Wands, happy family, happy home, financial stability, right? I think for a lot of you, if you're looking for new love in your life, it also means new love. Okay, somebody that is on the journey with you. This is also the energy of twin flame. So yeah, it's kind of like understanding it's time to plant a new seed, for new exciting chapters. This is you believing in it, right? With the Hierophant, this is also believing in yourself, believing in your gifts, your talents, knowing this is the direction you are meant to go in. Wow, powerful energy here. So much major arcana too. So let's pull a soul truth card for you. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. So let's see what we have here. How can I be more flexible right now? Yeah, I feel like the thing here is that you are kind of wanting, there is a sense of being too flexible and too accommodating to other people in your life. This is almost a little bit of allowing yourself to take back some of your bending over backwards. That's what they're saying, bending over backwards for other people. This is you almost getting like a spine, I want to say, and they're making me sit up straighter. Almost getting like a spine, and really getting confident in who you are and what you are here to do. And that doesn't mean, once again, that you're dismissing other people or situations in your life. You're being asked to prioritize. That is the key here. Prioritize what it is that you feel your vision is for the world, right? The visionary. Stepping into your energy of being a visionary, of allowing yourself, and maybe you're not quite sure what that is. Allowing yourself time, if nothing else, taking your time and energy back in order to go within and to really understand why am I here? What impact do I want to make on the world? How do I want to be remembered? Answering those questions, really allowing yourself some time to go deep within so that you can allow yourself to see the path ahead, right? And you may not know the whole path, but understanding, okay, this is the direction I want to put my time, my energy, and resources into. And prioritizing that in your life. Showing up for yourself. Yes. All right. Let's pull one of these before we go. Let's see what we have here. Yeah. Embrace change. Unbelievable. Embrace change and welcome new possibilities. There is major change. Change in the wind. Major change on the horizon, right? The thing here is allowing yourself to take back your power and know that if you are called to these readings, I totally think, I know, I'm not even going to say think, I know, you are here. You are here for a specific reason. You're stepping into that. You're allowing yourself to say, yes, I know who I am. I know why I'm here. I may not know exactly where it's all going, but that's okay. I'm taking that step because you know also that the universe is going to protect you. The universe is going to allow you the people, the situations, the resources necessary in order to move forward. Do not let that stop you. But you may need to initially, right, take back some of it, especially your time and energy. All right, I am going to leave it there for the 30-day challenge activity. If you'd like to join us, it will start in a second here. But I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're leaving me now, much love and light. And please step into your role. I really and truly, we need you. All right, much love and light to you if you're leaving. Bye for now. Wow, this was a big one. If you are here for the 30-day challenge activity, the first thing is really to allow yourself to understand, right, that today's theme is that you are a visionary. Understanding that it's time to really allow yourself, I'm going to say, label who you are. In fact, I think we had yesterday or the day before writing out your resume, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to create, okay, the job title, if you want to. All right, allow yourself to create the job title, allowing yourself to really sit there and say, listing out perhaps all of your traits, your insight, the wisdom you have gained on this path, allowing yourself to say, okay, why am I here? What impact do I want to make? And then allowing yourself to perhaps create a job title for who you are, because like I was saying earlier, I think there's just so many titles that we have in the spiritual world, right? We have intuitives, we have mystics, we have healers, we have shamans, we have gurus, we have coaches, right? It's allowing yourself to say, how do I want to use my gifts and talents and insight in order to focus, okay? To not get lost in what I would call, like all those plates up in the air. It's kind of like, okay, allowing yourself to envision, okay, a little bit, dreamy, get a little dreamy, but then really allowing yourself to sit down and focus, putting it on paper. Okay, there's a lot to putting things on paper, right? So I feel like that is part of the journal activity too, is first of all, allowing yourself to get daydreamy. How do you want to impact the world? And then focusing, giving yourself some type of, I'm going to call it a title, but I don't know. There's got to be a better word for that. If you know what it is, put it in the comments, please. This is you deciding, okay, how you want to impact the world with a Hierophant. What job title do you want to give to yourself? Because I feel like by giving yourself some type of a job title and then creating a mission statement for yourself is going to help you to step into this energy of focusing your time and your energy and your resources as you go forward. Because I think one of the hardest things, and I'll have to say this for myself, is being able to really kind of do that, right? To kind of like allow yourself to be open to the world of spirituality. And at the same time, there's something about putting on like blinders, right? Or like those horse blinders. They're showing me that. That's kind of like putting on blinders and saying, okay, I can't, there's no way we can do it all. And maybe it's just so much, right, out there about spiritual practices and theories and all of that. It's kind of like allowing yourself to say, okay, I'm going to bring that in. What do I want to focus on? And how can I best share that with other people? Because I guarantee you there are people out there that are seeking your insight, your wisdom, your healing energy, your gifts, your talents, however you want to share them. There are people that are looking for that. Okay, so and then it's kind of like allowing yourself to take a look at what plates you have up in the air, right? Allowing yourself to say, okay, what plates, first of all, can I allow to drop, right? And it's just a matter of growing a little bit of a spine and saying, okay, that just doesn't work for me, right? I'll give you an example for myself. My neighborhood has this lovely book club, right? and I really want to, I'm kind of, a social person, so I really want to be part of the book club. But one book after another was not in alignment with the types of books that I like to read, okay? I don't like anything with violence. I don't like anything with dark in it. And it just seemed like every single book was something that I really and truly, I just couldn't even finish, right? So then I was going to the book club, but then I didn't have anything to really add to the conversation. And it really and truly was making me feel like I was obliged to read books that I really didn't want to read. There's so many other books that I really wanted to read. And I eventually finally said, just a couple of weeks ago, I said, I'm sorry. I just, I don't have the time, whatever, because I don't have the time to read books that I don't really want to read. It's a plate that I allowed to drop, right? And in a way, I was kind of sad because a lot of my friends are in the book club. But there's also some friends that aren't in the book club. And we even got together and we were like, maybe we needed to start a no book club, right? Just a reason to kind of get together. That's what you are being asked to do. Taking a look at where your time and energy are going and asking yourself, are you prioritizing your time, your energy, your resources on why you are here, right? In other words, this is Pisces season. I think can be visionary, okay? So for the next month, you may be envisioning, allowing yourself some time to figure out what your vision for the future is, how you want to show up for other people. And then Aries season starts. And with Aries season, right, it's kind of like mid-March, you are allowing yourself to get moving, right? Allowing yourself to say, okay, I've spent enough time dreaming. I spent enough time defining who I am, defining what it is, how I want to impact the world. And now I'm allowing myself to take action on it, because that is what we have here. It is time to take action. Both of these are very Aries energy. Divine masculine is taking action, right? Divine feminine is being the visionary. The divine masculine energy is taking action on the dreams, on the vision. So I feel like this is a little bit about allowing yourself the next month, perhaps, to really and truly fine tune who you are, what impact you want to make, where can you take back some of your time and energy and resources in order to step into the role that you are creating for yourself. That's the hard thing. You're creating this role for yourself and your mission statement, right? And how you want to proceed. Wow, beautiful energy. All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being part of the 30-day challenge. I'm trying to figure out what to do for perhaps Pisces season. So if you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. You can either email me or you can drop a comment. I always love reading all of your comments. And thank you again for being here. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.